Are you a new real estate investor, struggling wholesaler, or cash buyer, and you're looking for better ways to close more deals? You're in the right place. Each week, I pick a random house off the internet and I analyze it for a cash deal and a creative deal. Whether you're starting out or seasoned, this podcast is designed to give you specific tools and strategies that you can implement right away. Welcome to the Corner Barn. I am Chris Thompson, that bearded guy, the creative guy, second generation realtor and investor with 19 years in the business. My goal is simple. It's to help beginners and struggling investors close their first deal or their next deal, all using low to no cost tools to strategize, create better offers, and make stronger offers. This is the weekly deal analysis. Let's get into the show. We're sticking in Michigan this week, but we're jumping a little bit to the west, covering Lansing. 2111 Delta River Drive. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, a little over 1,000 square feet. Pictures look pretty decent. Let's go through them all. Solid brick house, definitely been painted. The steps aren't great. You got a slight kind of lean to them, or could just be the camera angle. I don't know. I'd be willing to bet this is a gas line and meter here. Got some LVP floors, older doors, the flat panels, your basic white walls, and white furniture apparently. Kitchen, definitely older cabinetry, but still looks functional. Older countertop. Are those tile countertops? I think they are tile countertops. But good storage space. I mean, it's 1,000 square feet. It's not going to be huge. Haven't seen this before. Ceiling fan attached to the wall. And basement is unfinished, but looks like they're using it as a bedroom. And yeah, it looks like a bedroom. Little workout room. So you got your HVAC, water heater, laundry. It looks like a gas furnace. There's 3 AC units out there. That Am I missing something? Because that looks like 3 different HVAC units. All right, so we got a fenced-in yard. Doesn't really keep everything closed in with a giant hole underneath it there, but all right, let's look at the picture. Or we already looked at the pictures. Let's see what else we can find. 57 days on the market. I need a favor. Can you hit that like button for me? I would really appreciate it, and it helps the channel out a lot. Now, let's get back to the video. Um, I would say that's about average. It's still roughly 30 days early for me before I would really start to look at it. I like to let them sit for at least 90 days. Full basement, 2-car garage. So that's not telling us anything. Um, quite a few people have viewed it, but really not many people have saved it. And Zillow is saying we're about 208. Rents are about 14 and a half. Somebody bought this in 22 for $160,000. Oh, that price jumped a lot too. I'm not seeing where they did a ton of renovations over these last 3 years. Maybe they did, but they're not telling us in the comments, so it's hard to say on that. Property tax is fairly high, almost $4,000. And let's see what's going on in the neighborhood. Nearby homes, off market. This one's sold. When did this sell? 23, so that's not telling us anything relevant. Uh-oh. Back to here, back to here. There we go. Dang, when I pushed the wrong button. All right, what else we got? Similar homes, 209, auction, 200. That was a little bigger too. Another auction. A lot of auctions. Hmm. And here's one on the street. How long has this been on? It's only 34 days. All right. I think our ARV or after repair value is going to be, I'm not agreeing with Zillow. I think we're probably sitting at about 190, 195. So let me write that down. Our ARV or after repair value. And that really just means what something's worth on an appraisal. All right, I think we've seen everything we can see here on Zillow. Now we're going to jump over to the Invest Nest. I need a favor. If you're getting value from this, would you hit that like button for me? It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate you for it. Now, back to the video. I got it pulled up here on the Invest Nest. I love this site, super user friendly, and I think perfect for beginners. There are some great tools and systems and all of those things all over the website, but they're expensive and they're really designed for mass production. If you're doing one or two deals a month or really just beginning, I would recommend to check out the Invest Nest. I'll have a link below. If you click on that, you'll get 50% off your first month and you get a 1 week free trial. Check it out. If you like it, come back to this video and leave me a comment if you would. They do offer skip tracing that is built into the price. They do not charge extra for it. So click that little button and within like 10 or 15 seconds, you'll have all the information on that seller. They estimating about 160 left. When they bought it in 02, they might have a 5% rate. So this could potentially work as a subject to. For me personally, I like to see those interest rates under 5% if I'm going to bite the bullet or not take a chance on a subject to property. The numbers just really have to work. Now the mortgage. All right, let's analyze this thing. Delaware River. Purchase price. All right, so on a cash price, we are going to offer 70% of ARV or after repair value minus repairs. Pull up my calculator here. We said our ARV was going to be 195 times 70%. Ooh, 136.5. So 136,500. Overall condition seems good, so I don't think we're going to factor in any renovations on something like this. So we'll just offer them that. 136,500. Now, yes, this is below what they paid for it a few years ago, but when I negotiate on something, I'm going to make my cash offer look really, really, really bad. And in hopes that they're going to take my creative offer that looks really, really good to them. Closing costs, we'll figure 4%. Our hard money lender or DSCR lender is going to charge 2 points. We said no renovations. I only want to put 20% down. And I want a 30-year term. And our interest rates are about 7.04. Rental income, this is saying 1374. And this was saying 1442. Now, you know I'm going to go check HUD. I got it pulled up here on HUD for a 3-bedroom, Section 8 or HUD. We'll pay up to 1465. So factoring all of those numbers in, I think we just do a straight 1400, and that way we're kind of meshing all three of those calculations together. So where rent price is going to be 1400. Whether you can get more, whether you can get less, that's not what we're reviewing today. Right now, we're just coming up with basics. So So 1,400 for rent. Property taxes, this is saying over 4,000. Zillow was saying, yeah, I would say that's accurate. So, because this is a 24, and now the Invest Nest is probably going off with a 25. For insurance, I factor in $125 a month. And we're out of state, so we're having a property manager. There's 10%. Utilities are going to be paid by the tenant, so I'm not going to factor that stuff in. Reserve fund, I call it my war chest. Keep 15% off the top every single month, no questions asked, for repairs and maintenance, vacancy, and CapEx. CapEx, something is like a roof, siding. This one's brick, so it doesn't come into play. An HVAC system, things like that. The big ticket stuff, basically. And our appreciation is going to be about 2%. And we want our rent growth at 2.5%. And we are real estate investors. We don't pay full commissions. All right, ready to see what these numbers look like? Are you getting value out of this? If you would, hit that like button for me. Now, let's get back to the video. Ooh, $140 a month loss. And that's offering well below what they're asking. It's the property taxes. They just killed this thing. That is for sure. So not a good cash deal. So we'd be almost $35,000 in to lose $140, $141 a month. No, thank you. Cap rate is barely over 5. DSCR rate, not even close to 1. They generally look for at least 1.2. Cash on cash, you're negative almost 5. ROI, barely over 6. If you look at the 1% rule, it actually does hit that. I don't like the 1% rule if you haven't noticed. And where does all our money go? Taxes. I mean, this tiny little thing at 1,000 square feet is paying pretty significant, over $300 a month. So if we could cut this to a reason, just cut this in half, and now at least you're at a break even. I don't think the numbers work great, but you're still at a break even. You would have to be into this thing for 10 years to start to make positive cash flow or a cash on cash return. Well, even a positive cash flow. Yeah, that's just bad math. I'm not seeing it. So I don't think this is a good cash deal. Now we're going to do my favorite part and go analyze it for a creative deal. This is my creative calculator. You can get it off my website, christhompsonteam.com. There will be a link below also. But this is how I break my numbers down on a seller finance deal. You can also use this for a subject to deal if you have all other metrics. So we said our ARV, or after repair value, is going to be 195. And when we're offering creative, I like to essentially build the interest in, because every payment I would make then is going straight towards principal and paying that sucker down. So I think we're going to offer them 180 at 0% interest. And now to figure out our PITI, or principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, I'm going to jump over to Bankrate. This is Bankrate. I love this site. Super user friendly. It's just bankrate.com, but I'll put a link in the description below. So we said we're going to offer them 180. I only want to put down 5%, 0% interest. Our zip code over there is 48906. Our property taxes are 336, 337. We'll round up. 337. Homeowners 125. All right, so our PITI, or principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, are all $937 a month. So plug this in over here, 937. We said our potential rents are going to be 1,400. All right, not bad. So we got $113 positive cash flow net. That's putting 210 away into the war chests. That's that 15% number, 10% to the property manager, and you're still clearing $100. Not bad, not great, but not bad. Cash to the seller, we said was going to be 9,000. The agent's not doing bad, but I think we'll just throw $1,000 at them to see if we can get them to go away. There is no assignment fee because we're not working with a wholesaler. We're going direct to agent and or direct to seller. Closing cost is going to be that 4%. Renos, we said we're not doing anything. And 2 months of holding is 2 months of that PITI. Are no arrears, and a good transaction coordinator is going to cost you about $1,500. Some are a little bit less, some are a little bit more. Oh, how am I? Okay, I put one too many zeros in there. 9,000, not 90,000. Okay, those numbers look a whole lot better. So for 20,574, we're going to make $113 a month. Now, this is not including any potential rent raises, but in 15 years, you can have your money back. Still not a great creative deal either. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear them. If you would, drop them down in the comments below.
Hey, real quick, can you hit that like button for me? I appreciate you. Thanks.
What did you think of Delta River? I don't know. Cash deal, creative deal, cash deal? Heck no. Creative deal? Probably not, but maybe. If it's your first deal and you're just looking to pick up some properties and not lose, could be a route to go. If you are a high W-2 earner or you flip some properties and you need the tax deductions, this may not be a bad route to go. Is it the greatest rental ever? No. But you can bury all of your capital gains into this property now that bonus depreciation is back. I'm not a tax guy, so don't ask me for details on that. Check with your CPA and or attorneys to figure out all of the inner and outer workings of that stuff. I just know how I run things. And I do know that bonus depreciation is back. So you can take 100% of that write-off in year one. Kind of leaves you stranded for the rest of the time, but that's the perks of being a real estate investor. It's always moving. That's going to do it here for us this week in the Corner Barn on the weekly deal analysis. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you next week.